Welcome everyone, it's KingKlariT Gaming, and we're here again for another video regarding unreleased vehicles from the Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC. And in this video we're going to be taking a look at two vehicles, one of which that'll be releasing tomorrow. And so the vehicles that we're looking at here today are the Vapid Dominator FX and the Vapid Dominator FX Interceptor, starting with just a standard Vapid Dominator FX so we can see all the customization of it. And then with the police car, you can see the slight differences with it. So the Vapid Dominator FX is based on a third generation Ford Mustang, and that goes from 1979 to 1993. It's the Fox body Mustangs. So let's take a look and see what we can actually do to this vehicle. So again, we're starting off with the standard Vapid Dominator FX. And then we're going to go into the mod shop and see what we can do.
Here for the magic touch?
Yes, of course I'm here for the magic touch. Fuckhead. Alright, so starting off with arch covers, so just the stock arch covers, extended arch covers, plastic bolt-on arch covers, and then just bolt-on arch covers. So I'm just going to do extended arch covers, then of course just the standard armor, brakes.
From 60 to 0 in like
Alright, now the bumpers. So we have just a stock front bumper, and then stock with a splitter, a sport bumper, graded bumper, tuner bumper, race bumper with lights, and race package. I'm just going to go with the tuner bumper, and then we go to the rear bumper. You got the stock, sport, tuner, wheelie bar, and wheelie bar with chute. And just match it up with the front with the tuner bumper, and then engine, and now we go to the exhaust. So you got a quad exhaust, twin chrome tips, race exhaust, hot ring exhaust, titanium, and then fender mounted exhaust. So I'm gonna go with the race exhaust on this. Alright, now for the grill. So you obviously you got the stock grill, painted stock, graded grill, and then painted, badged grill, painted, and then letterbox. We'll go with the badged grill.
That's a beauty right there.
Alright, now the hood. Yeah, obviously got the stock hood, a ridged hood, ridged with intake, low cowl, high cowl, twin vented, turbo cover, and race vents. We're gonna go with the high cowl again. On this one, standard, just do a musical horn, why not? Alright, now the headlights. So you got xenons, of course, and you can also just change the color of the headlights if you wanted to the other colors, should you want to do that. And this one can actually have neons, so we'll throw some neons on it, and I'll make them mint green. Alright. And now, actually, before we get to the liveries, I'm going to paint the car. So we'll start with the mirrors. So you got stock mirrors, and then the painted square mirrors, and then painted vintage chrome mirrors, vintage painted, race mirrors, and then painted, import mirrors, and then the chrome variant. I say we'll do square mirrors. And then the plate, yeah, it's whatever plate you want on it. And now we will respray it. And I can see that obviously this car is two-tone. I'm just going to make it all one color. Go with metallic. And let's see, some level of like, maybe like, no, like a, meh. Do a race green. Do a pearlescent of diamond blue, and then the secondary color, obviously, like I said, I'm going to make it exactly the same. Alright, so there we go. And then the trim, make it just straight up black. Alright, and now we add a roll cage here, just a, street, half, and then full. Do a full roll cage. And then you got options for sun strips, so you got plastic, primary, secondary, carbon, and vapid. We'll go with vapid. And then the skirts. So you got stock, street, carbon, street, sports, and then the carbon, race, and then the carbon, flush, tuner, and intake. And I'm just going to match it up with the rest of the car and go with tuner. And now we got the spoilers. So you got bolt-on lip spoiler, ducktail spoiler, large ducktail, sport spoiler, rolled lip, race spoiler, bridge spoiler, touring spoiler, drag spoiler, and then painted drag spoiler. And that's it. And we'll go with the bridge spoiler. Doesn't actually look awful on this car. Alright, and now the suspension. So if you slam it, there's a little bit of camber. And then transmission, turbo, and then we'll actually change the wheel type on this one, and we'll go with muscle. I know what you're gonna say, but drag SPL, and then we'll actually leave them black. And then the tire design, just put the custom tires on there, bulletproof tires, and for this instance we're gonna use green tire smoke, obviously. And then tint the windows black, and then go back up to deliveries. Yep, right here. And then we can kind of go through what these are now that the car is painted and whatnot. So we got double white stripes, classic stripes. That's kind of nice. Snake eater, overhead black stripe, and then black snake eater, twin bottom stripes, red snake eater, geometry snake, hardcore stripes, rust, old school. Holy hell, that's a lot going on here. Old school but rusty, graffiti rusty, classic flames, race flames, and that's it. So there's a lot of different options for liveries on this car. It's funny how the rust livery doesn't rust the spoiler. And some of these snake ones kind of remind me of like the 1979 to 1982 Cobras of this car. Let's see, I don't want too much going on, so we'll just do the classic stripes for this, and that's that for this car. Now we'll just take it out for a test drive. Alright, now let's see, since this one is in fact a muscle car, so it should do a wheelie without any issues. So let's try that. Oh hell yeah, it does. Okay, now let's just see how this thing drives. Yeah, it already feels way faster than the police cruiser I did in last video. So let's see. And just to let you know, I'm not going to do the test drive on the police car. We're just going to go through what sort of options there are. And basically that's just it. It'll more or less be a speed run with that part, because the only difference is going to be the police stuff. So, whoa, shit. Hit a light pole there. Alright, so now we're heading to the highway where we should get a good idea of just how fast this car is. And I'm thinking that the police variant of this one, of, you know, the two unreleased police vehicles, you know, this would be probably the better of the two in terms of speed. So far we're locked at 119, 120, which is about what that other one had, but once we get a straight stretch, fairly certain it'll go over that. Yeah, 121. Yeah, this car is definitely quicker. It's got more power too. You know, and the handling actually doesn't seem too bad on this either. Alright, now I'll drive it back into town. Acceleration's decent. I've actually been waiting a long time for them to put a car like this into the game. They got all different sorts of Dominators from the 60s model all the way to current, and they didn't have any of these. I thought it was weird. This car runs at a solid 120. Solid 120. And doesn't take long to get it up there either. So now we are at 123, 24, 125. So top speed 124 to 125 it would seem. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It is a little bit bouncy, but I mean, what can you expect? That was kind of messy, but it's all good. Basically, we're just going to drive this thing back to the mod shop. That way I can pull out the police variant of the car. And then from there, we can, you know, basically do the exact same modifications this thing has. And take it from there. So, let's see here. Okay. And we're back. Alright, hang on a second. I will pull out the police car. Alright, so let's modify this vehicle and see what we get from here with this one, or what the difference is.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
Alright. So, we'll just kind of go over this quickly. So, extended arch covers, armor.
If you're driving around Grove Street, you should be just fine.
Race brakes, front bumpers, go back with tuner,
Great taste.
and then tuner again, engine, exhaust,
Is that street legal?
grill,
Who cares?
hood. We have the high
If that car was
cowl.
a woman, I'd kiss her.
Alright, and then the lights, just standard headlights. And now liveries. This is where it gets a little different here. So you got LSPD, State Trooper, Highway Patrol, Sheriff. These are pretty much almost all the same liveries from before. LSPD Port Authority, LSPD Light, and State Trooper, Highway Patrol, Sheriff, Rusty, and that's that. So we will just put just that one on here. And then same with the mirrors. And then now the police equipment, so you got emergency lighting. Just kind of get a better angle here with this from the front. Alright, so you got custom lights 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna put 3 on this one. And then searchlights, they're all the same basically, so they're just folded and basic, raised, dual folded, and then, you know, just that. Not much different here. Again, not respraying it. Full roll cage. They do the tuner skirt.
That's a beauty right there.
Spoiler. And then sun strips. Basically everything is all the same. Suspension. Transmission.
This'll give you some more zip.
Turbo. Wheel type. muscle.
Now that's a
PL.
custom job.
Make them black. Tire design. Enhanced bulletproof tires. Patriotic tire smoke. And then the windows. And that's it. So like I said, it's basically the same customization as the other car was. Other than the police equipment, obviously. Oh, and you can't change the license plate on this one. So can this one do a wheelie? It can. So apparently the police car variant of this car cannot do a wheelie, even though it is in fact a muscle car. Well, that's basically all I have for you in this video. If you have any questions about this car or any previous cars or any cars to come, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're new, please subscribe. Otherwise, I just want to say have a great day.